I want to do a video of me unmolding some sea salt, some salt bars that I made yesterday. These bars were made with 100% coconut oil with a super fat of 20%, because coconut oil can be a little dry. It can be drying to the skin, so you have the super fat at a high content, at a high percentage, in order to overcome the dryness that coconut oil can cause to some people's skin. Now, some people claim that it doesn't do them that way, but the majority of people, I think it does. But anyway, so I super fatted at 20%. I did use pink Himalayan salt, and I also used sea salt. I used a combination of both. I used kaolin clay in it, and I made it yesterday morning and let it sit up. I did make a mess on the molds because I forgot to, when I molded it, I forgot to put it on a tray for easy carrying and bumping, because you want to, when you pour it, you have little bubbles that can get in it. And so when I pick it up, it kind of wanted to do that, and I made a mess on the mold. So next time I'm going to try to remember, put it on the tray first, then take the tray and bump it to try to get any bubbles out. But I'm going to go ahead and unmold it. This was a piece of a bar. It was like what was left. Oh, that's really, really pretty. I'll show you what that looks like. And this was, I don't know if you can see the pink Himalayan salt. I used some coarse one in there, and you can kind of see the edges, but you can't feel it. So I'm interested to see how these are going to, and I've got to trim them up a little, but I'm interested to see how these are going to feel when they're in the shower when I use them. So I did use these molds here, and I've got a little bit of stuff inside of it. I used this mold. I think I got this mold from Walmart. I think it was on clearance after Valentine's Day, if I'm not mistaken. So I know I got it from Walmart, but I think it was on clearance after Valentine's Day. So it makes some really, really cute bars. So I'm gonna unmold the rest of these. I'm gonna weigh them because I have no idea. This is my first time using this mold, so I have no idea how much these are gonna weigh. Now this one, of course, is a smaller bar, and this one weighs 3.3. And I'm just gonna set these back here. Now let's go ahead and unmold something else. And they're coming right out of the mold. Now I waited, so oh, that's pretty. And once again, you can see the pink Himalayan salt in there. And also, like I said, I also used sea salt. I used a little bit of both. We'll see how the coarse pink Himalayan sea salt works in the shower. I may decide not to use it again. I don't know. We'll kind of see. But anyway, I think that's really, really cute. And there's a heart one. Again, popping right out of the mold. There. Oh, and I forgot to weigh them. That one is 4.2, so just say 4 ounces. I'm not sure what it'll be when it cures out, because this is cold processed soap. Let's put the love on there. It's 5 ounces. I did do these cold process. I've never tried sea salt or salt bars with hot process before, which I think there are people out there have tried it. Not sure how it works, so I may have to do a little research with that. But these are cold process, which means that I did not cook them, and I think that's all of them. Yeah, I didn't cook the soap. So what happens is when you don't cook it, it has to go through saponification, which is the soaping process, on its own, and it takes a while because the heat. And this one's a little stuck, but it didn't mess it up. Nice and clean out of the mold. 4.5. So we'll see how much that weighs whenever we're done. I'm gonna move this little one to the front. But so anyway, it has to go through the soaping process, the saponification, and it'll just sit for 4 to 6 weeks. Some people say with salt bars 4 to 8 weeks. We'll see. I've never tried this recipe before, so I'm really not sure, but I'm hoping that within 4 weeks I'll be able to sell these and I'll be able to use them. But we'll have to wait and see. Now, the hot process, you only have to wait long enough for it to, the soap to actually dry some, to get hard enough to use in the shower. The soap's ready, but it needs to get rid of some of the water content so that it doesn't just dissolve in the shower real quickly. So you can see I have soaps here that, now this one's nice and hard. This is just a plain lard lye soap that a lot of customers are requesting now. And it's nice and hard, but then I added super fat to this one, and it's got a little bit of a squish, a little bit of a give, I should say, not a squish, but a little give to it. So this one I won't sell yet. But you do have to wait on soap for a little bit in order to preserve how long the bar will last. But cold process, you definitely have to wait because there's still lye in this bar, and the lye has to interact with the oils, and it takes time since the heat's not there to push it through that process like with the crock pot. It just has to sit and take its time to do that process, and it usually takes, like I said, four weeks maybe until the bar is actually nice and ready. Okay, that one is 5 ounces. And I didn't measure these when I poured them in. I just tried not to fill it all the way up, but as much as I could to the top. Okay, still coming out nice. I'm loving the way they're coming out. I have used the silicone molds before and was impatient because if you deal with hot process, you're used to your stuff being done immediately. This one's 4 ounces exactly. You're used to your stuff being done immediately, and you're not used to waiting. So when you switch over to hot process, cold process, it kind of changes. You have to have a little bit more patience because you have to wait. So unmold all of these. They're nice and pretty. One thing I'm noticing, and this is probably going to change with them sitting, is that on this side it's kind of a golden. This side is brown. It has a deeper color, more like a little orange, which is strange. But I did use strawberry fragrance oil, and it's got a slight, it's not overpowering, but it's a slight. I had the fragrance oil. I use it for sugar scrubs, and so I just said, well, I'll just try that and see how it works. Next time I'm probably going to use some essential oils though instead. That was the 3.9. Loving the way they're popping out, and the whole letter, all the letters are coming out nice, and nothing's being left in the mold. Love these little Valentine soaps. 40, that's 4.4, and they're not really Valentine soaps. They can be used for any time. They just have the love and peace and the hearts. But my daughter's already been saying that she wants one, so we shall see. There's the heart, and then again, let's see if you can notice the color difference. This is which was the bottom of the mold where the Himalayan pink salt. The pink Himalayan salt settled, and it's more of a creamy brown. When I turn it over here, I don't know if you can notice, if you can tell. Let's do 2 of them. Kind of see I don't know if you can tell. It's not much of a difference, but I'm thinking that as the bars cure and as they sit, that's going to continue to happen throughout the whole bar, and it's going to end up one color. But we shall see. Like I said, salt bars are very, very good for you. They're good at pulling out impurities in your skin. That's a 4.4. Toxins and that kind of thing. And they make your skin just feel really, really nice. And that's a 4.1. And this one is a 4. So there you go. As you can see, this is what I ended up with. These bars here. The front one right on the left side is, of course, the little bar that was all that was left. That's the one that I'll use, or either I'll give my daughter that one. And then the other ones, I ended up with 12 bars, so I will have 12 bars for sale. I wish I had made a video of me making this. It was a very easy process. Just takes time, but it was easy. But I'm going to, my plan is to make another bar, and I'm going to play with the percentages. Instead of using 100% of coconut oil with the 20% super fat, I'm going to switch it up some, and I'm going to figure out exactly what I want to do. I want to add some castor oil in for lather, because salt does cut lather. But so I want to add some castor oil in for that. And I also want to add some shea butter. I want to kind of mix it up. And I think what I'm planning to do is maybe like an 80% coconut oil with, or maybe 85. And what? She went to brush her teeth. Go see if she's brushing her teeth. Okay, thank you. I do want to play with that a little bit and maybe use a 5% or maybe even a 10% castor oil. I'm not really sure. I'll have to check into that, but I know at least a 5% castor oil, maybe an 85% coconut oil, and then some shea butter and some cocoa butter or olive oil. I'm really not quite sure how I want to do that. I'm going to play around with it, the numbers, and come up with a recipe that I think will work. And I'm going to use the sea salt again. I'm not sure if I'm going to add the pink Himalayan sea salt in there or pink Himalayan salt. I'll kind of wait and see, but I know I'm going to use the sea salt with that. And I'm going to do something different beside the strawberry. I'm going to maybe do essential oils, lemongrass. I really don't know at this point, but I will come up with a plan. I'm going to see what other molds I have. I don't have a lot of these silicone molds, and sea salt soap or salt bars cure very, very quickly, and they will crumble when you try to cut them. So if you don't watch them really quickly and then cut them immediately when they're ready, then when you try to cut the bars, they'll crumble all to pieces. So, and with me working, I usually do it in the morning, make them in the morning, and then slice them in the afternoon. That's not going to work for salt bars for me unless I do it on the weekend. But individual cavity molds where you have an individual soap that you can just pop out works great for salt bars. So I'm going to have to see what I have. I know I have some small ones. I have hearts. I have the pumpkins, which I know I don't want to use now. I have a Christmas mold that I found. And I moved those are hearts and pumpkins, and there's another one of those. I do have this, I guess maybe, but I don't know about that unless I did a smaller bar and sold it like as minis. I might could use something like that. I do have this, which I don't know how I feel about this in soap, because I guess it would work fine, but I could maybe do something like this in peppermint salt bars and have them ready by Christmas. So I might pour some of these and just like I said, use peppermint and do them for Christmas. That would be nice. Give me 6 bars there. And I also have just plain like cupcake molds that I can do. I have these, but I also have one that's in a tray that comes there together. But I could use these and make little cupcake ones. But then I have to decorate the top, and I'm not really sure I want to go into that right now. So I may have to see what I can pick up. But anyway, I'm excited about the bars, the salt bars, and can't wait to try them out, and can't wait to make another batch. And the next batch that I make, I will make a video. So look out for a video. I'll try to do it sometime between now and the end of the weekend. Hopefully before the weekend, but I'll have to kind of wait and see. But anyway, I will be doing a video showing you how to make the salt bars. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my page. Please watch my ads, it helps me out. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.